dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
It's a red-hot economy, folks. We'll talk about gigantic numbers later in the show. Retail sales, manufacturing, and housing. The economy looks to me like it's doing very good. You know this, folks. Retail sales booming. Housing booming. Manufacturing booming. Blue-collar workers going back to work. Economy opening. There is no economic crisis. Period. Full stop.
Exactly what he said right before the housing crisis. The same exact words. He's taking the words out of his own playbook back during the housing crisis. Same thing. He said, quote, I don't see anywhere where any homes are in trouble. I see very little foreclosures rather than the normal. In Vegas was like boom, 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 boom. Just unbelievable. Not just him, all the financial networks. You know, today everybody's so surprised why the big tech stocks are going down. I said on January 16th, 2018, when I predicted, I said this is the first day of the crash, which it is. Turned out I was correct. I told everybody this about big tech. I want everybody to mark down this date, January 16th, today. That Phil Grande said, on this date, January 16th, this is the beginning of the stock market crash. The crash will be caused by China, the FANG stocks. That's right, FANG stocks, which are the big tech. Big tech. Why? Because anybody in their right mind knew that if you keep on taking these treasuries, you keep interest rates at zero, to keep pushing up the stock market through stock buybacks. You keep on printing and printing and printing and printing and keep purchasing treasuries. I'm talking about the Federal Reserve. Keep printing and buying treasuries to drop interest rates to zero so large corporations could borrow that money at zero, buy their own stock buybacks, and keep shooting the market up. Instead of that, taking that money and plowing it back into companies, plowing it back into business development in these big companies, plowing it back into startup businesses. They didn't care about any of that. So I knew, you got to pay for this. You got to pay for this rally somewhere. Look what, we had the biggest retirement crisis ever in our country. Look what they're giving people for interest in savings, the people who are retired. 0.4%. What are you, nuts? How do you think they're able to give the big corporations who didn't need the money interest at zero so they could buy their own stocks back, which they didn't need the money? They could have done it with their own free cash flow. I mean, think about that. They gave the big corporations that they dropped interest rates to zero so they could give the money to big corporations. They could push their stock up. Where'd they get that from? The only way they could make it zero is by taking savings and CD rates and dropping them. Savers, the first year they started dropping interest rates, were you losing $800 billion a year in savings. Gone. They were screwing them. That's unbelievable. Think about that. That's what they did. Then they told everybody, they lied to everybody and said, now what's going to happen is there's going to be so much money because all these people are going to go in and they're going to buy all these stocks, and the stock market's going to start going up because when they buy their own shares, the stock market goes up. They're going to make a tremendous amount of money. They're going to take all that money and pour it back into their companies. They're going to put it back into business investment so that their workers can produce more and get more wages, and they'll grow our economy, which was a bold-faced lie. So they kept on cutting interest rates, which killed the savers and has caused the biggest retirement crisis ever. What are you going to do, live on Social Security? It's amazing how many people want to withdraw Social Security early. How are you going to live on that? The earliest you can begin to withdraw from Social Security is about age 62. I mean, You're going to have to work a lot longer than that. Now, if you do that, remember, you're cutting your benefits by 30%. That's right. If you go at 62, your benefit will drop by 30%. You get 30% less money. That's nice of them, isn't it? Isn't that nice? Think what they're doing. If you want to retire at age 62, they cut 30% of your income, your Social Security income. Why do you think they do that? So they can give zero interest rates, loan money to the biggest corporations who don't need it for stock buybacks. The tech companies. Do you believe that? That's how they do it. They cut the interest rates on savings. They cut they cut your benefits 30% if you want to retire early. This is how they do it, screwing everybody to help the big boys. It's unbelievable. I mean, can you imagine retiring on? It's unbelievable. If you earn from retirement, let's say, more than $18,000, it's about $18,240 to be exact, or $18,960. And draw Social Security, you'll have $1 deducted from every $2 you earn above the limit. That should be canceled right out. Oh, no. You know why they do that? So they can get interest rates down to zero, loan money to the big boys. Now, can you think about this? How they screw people who worked their whole life to help the companies that don't need it. So when you draw your Social Security, you'll have $1 deducted from every $2 you earn above the limit. That should be stopped immediately. They should also stop withholding. Cut withholding tax way back. Cut the rate back. Trump wanted to do that. He was right. Savings, 0.04%. I looked at, am I right? My producer, am I right? You give me the number, 0.04? I mean, when he gave me that number, I couldn't believe it. I knew it was very, very low because they've been screwing everybody. And how they screw everybody, say, well, it's like Social Security. We're not going to give you a raise because the cost of living increased because inflation hasn't gone up. Why do you think they always tell you inflation hasn't gone up? We have it inflation. We have it pegged. We have inflation pegged at 2%. I'd like to take the guy who said we have it pegged at 2%, bring him to a movie theater one night. Have him pay for the tickets, the movie, the popcorn, the soda. What a bunch of gangsters. They have, everybody is talking about this crisis, the pandemic. Nobody's concentrating on the biggest crises in this country, your retirement. People on Social Security, people who are trying to retire, people who are in retirement, people who are nearing retirement. You're so screwed. You'll be bagging groceries at a grocery store with tubes up your nose and tubes in your arms. Unbelievable. Now, the government turns around during the pandemic and they give this massive support to unemployed. So now people want to stay at home because they're getting they're getting paid. They're making more at home not working because they get their check and they get their unemployment check. But what about the poor guy that worked his whole life and they're screwing him on a Social Security increase? It's just unbelievable. What are you, nuts? You got to depend on the stock market and not bonds.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, the Congress, before this pandemic, Congress already has caused a tremendous crisis for retirement and a tremendous crisis for start-up businesses, which is the backbone of our country. And those who start up businesses are the middle class. They're the foundation of our country. They screwed both. So they'll sit there and send a check to somebody who's getting an unemployment check at home, and then they give them another check so they're making more at home, staying at home, than working. How stupid can that be? Think where they could have sent that money. Give that money to small businesses, to start up business, so they can create jobs for these people to get a better job. Then maybe they don't want to stay at home. But I'll tell you one thing, if Reagan was in office, and I believe it too, Trump, he would fire every teacher, not the teachers, but the union. It's the union. He would get involved. He probably would have fired all the teachers. Because it's the unions. I mean, they vote for the union members. They want those union members in there. So what the union members only do what the teachers want. I'll guarantee you, just like he did with air traffic controllers. But I don't want to get into politics. We got to make some money here. So let's talk about the FANG stocks, the tech stocks. I said on January 16, 2008, when I said, this is the date, mark it down, the start of the crash. It'll take some time, but this will be the start. And the tech stocks will get hit. And boy, are they getting hit. Now they're talking about buy on the dip. They don't even know what they're doing. They're going so crazy. Varney's going nuts right now because he owns a whole boatload of Microsoft. Boatload of Microsoft. So he's so worried. So listen to what he's pushing now, right? Listen to this.
If you get a significant dip in big tech, you buy that dip.
What bad advice that is. Buy that dip. All that does is help Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Bank of America, Citigroup, the banks who control the pension funds of the steel workers, the police, the fire, everybody else. And they got to get those people out. They're going to take care of them. And guys like Varney is going to help. Because they got to push this market up so they can get, whether it's Goldman Sachs, whether it's, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, what am I missing? Wells Fargo, JP Morgan. Their clients are unions, are big pensions. And they got to make money for these pensions or they lose them. So what they do before every crash, and that's the beautiful thing about identifying a crash. That's why crashes have this the psychology of first hope, then optimism, then belief. Oh, I got to get fully invested. Who creates this? Guys like Varney. The people on CNBC, the people on Fox Business, the people in Bloomberg. That's their job. To get you to the point of belief so you'll get fully invested. Boy, I better get fully invested. Look at this. Boy, the stock's going up. Then you get to the point, you're thrilled. I better buy more stock. Then you get to the area of, oh, I better buy in the dip. Then you get to the euphoria stage. They get you to that stage next. I'm a genius. Look at the money I'm making. Of course, 85% of people lose money because they don't know. They don't know when to get out. They don't know when to push turn mother's picture to the wall and say goodbye. 85% of the people they're going to walk out of this thing busted. Especially with the tech stocks. So how did I know the tech stocks? Well, I think maybe being on this earth for 75 years and 51 years in this market, I've seen enough that you know one thing about bonds, you know one thing about treasuries. First of all, don't invest in them. But you know that by artificially pushing these rates down, by printing money to go buy them, the government prints money the Fed prints money, and they go and they buy the treasuries and drop the interest rates down. You got to pay for that at some point. Rates are going to go up. There is no choice. None. Zero. So you knew the first thing that's going to get hit is big tech. When interest rates go up, it kills big tech. Because the money that's borrowed all the time for big tech, interest rates going to kill them. So we knew, like Tesla the other day, I knew Tesla was going to get hit with yields going up and the 10-year treasury yields going up. I knew they were going to get smacked. Those Tesla stock is probably worth in reality $150. So I told my wait a minute, where did I got my cut here? I told you the same thing I told my members. If you've been in Tesla, take your profits at 3:57 p.m. on February 17, 2021. And on February 17th, I said, take your profits. You'll love me. Listen to me. If you didn't take your profits, you're going to be awful sad. And that was on February 17th. And that's when the stock was just broke $800. Just broke $800. We started short at around 810, didn't we? 810. We started short at 810. Then I made that announcement. Yeah, then I made the announcement. It was a little bit under 810. But today it's down to $612. And it's going to keep going down. And it broke the critical 100-day moving average, which most of you don't even know what I'm talking about. Today, in fact, I spent a lot of time with my members showing them how the best place to short a stock. And if any stock, I know you don't even know what I'm talking about, but there's certain moving average lines. There's little lines on a chart. If it breaks the 100-day moving average, okay, it's over. If it breaks the 200-day moving average, it's doubly over. But most people don't know. They're going to listen to Vardy and buy on a dip. They're going to listen to that dip, a dip of a guy, and they're all going to listen. They're all going to buy on a dip. And here's what they don't know. What is that? I'll tell you when I get back. Join my gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1%? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Then go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Now, here's Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Remember to subscribe to my Phil's Gang YouTube channel to get both my live and archived radio shows. Also, my free Phil's Take on the stock market. Also, sign up and get a free 10-day chart and membership trial. And you can do that right now. Sign up for your free chart and the membership free for 10 days. And you'll be glad you did. At the end of 10 days, no contract, nothing. You just don't go on. But I'll prove to you, actually not me, you'll prove to yourself in 10 days how terrific it is to have a chart that's color-coded that tells you when to get out. Not somebody from the fake business news networks that don't want you out. They only make money if you stay in. They lie to you about debt, lie to you about everything. Here, listen to this. This is unbelievable. Listen to this.
Whatever we were worried about, we're not worried about anymore. Powell met with Trump. Everything's fine now. So.
We're in a world where modern monetary theory is a generally accepted practice. So you can delay paying back that debt for a very long period of time.
He's not worried. We just don't pay our debt. That's all. We don't have to pay our debt. Everything's wonderful. And all these people who are out there right now, they now hit the thrill of the psychological part of this game. They've hit the thrill part. They're That's when they're going to go and borrow. They're going to have big margin calls like they're not going to. Unbelievable. Before the break, I told you, here's what they don't want you to know about dips. Because if a stock's at $100 and it drops to $75, they want you to buy it. So if it goes up, if it doesn't go up to 100 again, which it won't. More often than not, it won't. Let me tell you why. Because it hits 88. It stops at 88. If you bought that dip at 75 and it doesn't go to 100, you're screwed. Because that's considered a lower high, so that's considered a sell signal to the big boys. Now it's going to drop from 85 down to 65. Up, buy on the dip. Now you're going to run it back up to 70. Think, what a hero I am. What a hero. That's when you start getting that euphoria where I'm a genius. I'm going to get rich buying stocks. Then at 70, it drops again down to 55. Then it goes up to 60. It couldn't make it to 70. 70 couldn't make it to 85. 85 couldn't make it to 100. They want you to buy the dip. Now it goes down from 60 down to 40. The reason they do that is to make sure stocks don't go straight down. They need you, the retail customer, who have no idea what the hell you're doing in the market. You have no clue. You go in the market to buy, 44% of the people, what am I talking about, 44% of the people? Like 75% of the people, when they go in the market, all they buy is the big tech stocks. And there's so many people in Google, in Facebook, in Netflix. Are you kidding me? Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Tesla. Oh my God, Tesla. I thought they were going to take Tesla and go to South Dakota and put it up there with the presidents. I thought they were going to take a car and put it next to Lincoln or something up there and carve it out, have Tesla up there on the wall. The wall. Mount Rushmore. Who the hell is paying over $700 for that stock? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's going up because they're making it go up. And everybody believes it. And they all jump in chasing each other. So just remember, when they tell you to buy on a dip, if it doesn't go back up to where it dropped from, so I don't care what price, but let's use 100. If it goes down to 75 and doesn't get back up to 100, and it hits 85 or 90 or whatever, and it comes back down again, you're screwed. Because you listened to a dip. I won't finish the word. Unbelievable. Now they're there. They're all trying to keep you in the big tech stocks.
So should I shift, or should investors shift a little bit away from big tech?
Wait a minute, Varney. You're going to confuse people. You just told them.
If you get a significant dip in big tech, you buy that dip.
Buy on the dip. Buy on the dip. That's right. Here, listen to this.
Do you think FANG stocks, Josh, are vulnerable?
So that's the part I disagree with him on.
Alphabet?
I think some of them traded premium multiples to the market, but I think we've also made the point on the show that they have for a long time and that it's deserved.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Buy on the dip. Buy on the dip. Look, all you need to do with a stock, and I do this every day with my members, you got to learn how to make money when a stock is going down. Because all these stocks, like Tesla, all the rest of them, once they break, there's more. Think about it. Since 2013, everybody and their brother, I'll make it low, 44%. 44% of anybody who bought stocks, they bought the tech stocks. They bought the FANG stocks, and they also bought Apple and Microsoft. Then Tesla came around. They all bought the same, all the money chased the same stocks. Do you know what's going to happen when it starts to break? It's like, who gets out first? There's going to be such a stampede to get out. There is no way to stop the crash. You want to know why? Because our interest rate's at 0. How do you think they slowed down the dot-com crash? where it went down. I think it was down about 54%, something like that. It should have gone down 75%, because as the market was crashing, they were cutting interest rates from 6.5%. Keep cutting, cut again. They made 25 cuts to slow it down. Same thing when we had the housing crash, or we started to crash. How do you think they kept it from going down, the market going down to 90%, 80%, like this one's going to? Because they had interest rates. They could cut another 25 cuts. They were around 6.25%. That's about 25 cuts. You also had big hedge funds that were shorting. We don't have a lot of hedge funds that short anymore, because for 13 years, a hedge fund was losing their butt because the market was rigged to go up. It was rigged to go up. Keep printing money, get it down to zero interest, keep giving the money to the big boys, the big tech firms, and they buy their own shares. Then everybody started to do the same thing. Every company started to buy their own shares, creating the biggest unbelievable bubble in the world. Now, when it's ready to tip over and start to crash, there's no way they can stop it. Because remember, the dot-com crash and the housing con crash, when those crashed, we had tons of hedge funds who would short these stocks. And when they short them, they stop and have to take profits. It would move the stock market back up. If you looked at it on a chart, it looked like a chain. It looked like shark's teeth. I mean, you know, all these. It would look just like these, like teeth going down. So they could, just by dropping the interest rates 25 times, 25 cuts, hedge funds shorting and taking profits slowed it down. We got a market now that is not up 55% or 70%. We got a market that's up 475% with no interest rates to cut, no hedge funds. Very few hedge funds are around these days. This is going to be a beautiful thing. So if you're buying Tesla, I would not buy that stock until it got back above the high of 900. I would not buy any of these big tech stocks till they made new highs. That's why you don't buy in a dip. You don't buy Amazon at 2,981. I wouldn't buy it again until it got back above 3,440. Because you know how many people got screwed between those two markets? I'll explain when I get back why you can't do that, why you're going to get killed.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Remember, Friday now, don't forget to go to my YouTube channel. This will be my ninth edition to identifying when the market's going to crash. What I do, it's been 9 weeks now. This will be the 9th week. I review the week. Then I identify the signs that point to a crash is coming. This is my 9th Friday. Don't miss it. It's free. Go to my YouTube channel. All I ask is you hit share. Okay, share with everybody. And hit subscribe and like. Thank you, I forgot. Subscribe and like and share. Okay, now again, listen to this. This is amazing.
Do I need to move away from technology? Is that the biggest risk space in the market if rates continue to go up?
So I would say no way.
Do not sell big tech.
That's why you should. Exactly why you should. Unbelievable. So let me explain what they won't explain. And I do this in my class every day. And so you learn how to short. Matter of fact, if you join my gang and you want to make money with stocks going down, you don't have to learn a thing. No, you don't. Because what do? Just every day at 2 o'clock, the head of our education department, Steve, he will post a video of my 5 stocks and the Working Investor Group. The Working Investor Group. Now, it's tonight, if you want to go and sign up, get it for 10 days free, go to my Working Investor Group. And he will post a video telling exactly what to do with each stock. Here, today, for example, he started to post this one here. He posted this one. I'll just play a short clip of it.
Lows, you can add to your short position heavy today.
And then he goes on and explains why. We do this every day. So you didn't have to learn. You don't have to learn anything. The color-coded chart is a beautiful thing because it tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell, when to short. Now, listen to this, too. I already explained to you that if a stock was at 100, you never buy in a dip. Because when or cost average down, because it went from 100 down to 75. If it can't make it to that 100, If it makes it above 100, yeah, then you can because it's a new high. But if it goes from 100 to 75 and it goes up to 85, can't make it to 100, you're screwed. And then it goes down again, 65 up to 70. Now you're 3 points away from you can't make it to that top. It's over. But here's another problem they don't tell you. Let's say I take Amazon, and I'm shorting Amazon from 3,440. Today it's down to 2,984. Now here's what people don't understand. You go and you think when it dropped from 3,440, and let's say you bought it on the dip at 3,239. So what happened? It went from 3,239. It couldn't get no higher than 3,335. It couldn't make it back up to the 3,440. So that's lower than a high. Those are all. That means that's a sell signal. Now what else happened? Well, between let's say between 3,000 and 280 and 3,440, you got all these people who bought that stock, and they see it going down, but they're going to stay and hold because they're told to buy and hold. It'll come back. After all, it's Amazon. Of course, it's going to come back. That's what they were told, and they lost a fortune in the dot-com market. That's what's going to happen with these. So again, think about it. These are all people who are saying, no, I'm going to stay in. Then they start saying, well, if I get half my money back, I'm out. So every time the stock goes up and gets into those people who say, I want half my money, they sell like hell. See, the stock drops again. Because every time you try to get back up to that 3,440, you got people from 3,440 down to 3,280 today. Now you're down to 2,987. So try to get from 2,987 back up to 3,440. Why is it so hard? Because that's called overhang. All those people who stayed, who think they're geniuses, they think, oh, I'm not going to sell my stock. I'm smart. Now they're saying, oh, my God, if I get half my money back, I'm out. So every time the stock starts going up, it gets pounded back down because they come in to sell. People are saying, if I get half my money back, I'm selling. So the guy who bought the stock at 3,400, think about it. If all of a sudden the stock goes from 2,983 and the stock goes up, let's say like 320, he's out. So all those people are out. Stock can't go any higher. It goes right back down again. See, people don't know that. What makes it so easy with my color-coded chart? It tells you what to do. You don't even have to come to class. You don't have to learn a thing. Just do exactly what we tell you to do when it's posted at 2 o'clock. Even if we have so many people who are so busy they don't want to come to class because they can't because they're so busy. And we have a lot of people who are retired that don't want to come to class because they don't want to learn anything anymore. I've had learning. Just tell me when to get in, get it out, tell me when to add to it. Exactly what we do. We got a big problem. Everybody is running towards these tech stocks now. You watch. They're gonna do everything they can to push these tech stocks back up. And then you're going to get all these people running back in. Oh, yeah, it's going to rally again. But unless it rallies back up, unless Amazon gets back up to 3,440, unless Google can get back up to 2,160 from 2,054, unless Netflix can get from 510 today back up to 600, you got a problem. Because remember what I told you. Every time it starts going back up, Netflix, it's not that easy. It just doesn't go up. It's not magic. You got all those people that are saying, if I get half my money back, I'm out. You got to, like Pac-Man, you got to chew up through those. It could take you years. Remember when Cisco was the big stock and it dropped down to it was like at $60 for years. Couldn't get up past $60 after it crashed in the dot-com days, remember? Why? Because what I'm explaining, there's overhang. So you've got to learn how to do the other side of this, which is so easy because I designed a color-coded chart. You can't go wrong. If you think I'm full of it, you got 10 days to prove it. We got a lot of problems. We got a lot of problems in this country. If you don't learn how to sell a stock short, you shouldn't be in the market. Now, on the other hand, what they're going to do, they're going to try to take the overall market and keep pushing it higher and higher. They're going to come together, you watch. They're going to come together with a big announcement. Look at the S&P. Look at the S&P. And we started to short the S&P. We started to short SDS. Instead of shorting it at $393, you do just the opposite. You buy SDS. So as the market, as the S&P started to drop from, let's say, 393, the SDS is inverted. It starts going up. So you're buying SDS. So you're buying SDS, just the opposite. It goes the other way. SDS, we bought SDS at, I think we bought it somewhere around 1125, 1130. So it's going up. So right now it's at 1211. So you don't have to go in and short an expensive stock like spiders. Just do the inverse. Buy the inverse. And it's going up. Every time it goes up, you're making money as the stock market goes down. And the color code is red, telling you keep selling short. It's not hard. Look, Congress has caused a real crisis here. You know, if you keep listening to Kudlow with this crap.
It's a red-hot economy, folks.
Red-hot economy.
You know this, folks. Retail sales booming.
Yeah, booming. Remember this? Art Laffer?
It's just a wonderful world we're living in. It's just a wonderful world.
And in pain.
Our economy is surging along. It's surging.
Yeah. And then they blamed it on a pandemic. This market was going to drop anyways. Congress has caused a huge crisis because they would not leave things alone. They would not stand behind small businesses, creating small businesses. That's what keeps your economy strong. Not IBM, not Netflix, not Google, not Amazon. That doesn't keep your economy strong. That's not what keeps your economy strong. What keeps your economy strong and growing is the more people that have good jobs, the middle class, the better job they get, the more money they make. Then they take their income, their disposable income after they pay their taxes, and they put it into creating small businesses. That's what would have saved this economy. But no, all they want to do is keep printing money, keep interest rates at zero, screw everybody, screw the retirees, and keep giving the big companies free money to buy their own stock. And you don't think this market's going to go down? What are you, nuts? Join my gang free for 10 days. See how the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.